upper quarter Y balance test. This test is used to test shoulder stability, mobility, and the balance in the upper extremities. This is a very common test used in sports for rehab and injury prevention for athletes. This could also help people that have shoulder instability and post-rehab patients. And it could also help athletes as well. To perform the Y balance test are your tape, so you could put on a flat surface to perform the Y balance test. My setup is downstairs. We're gonna see in a little bit. Cups or another object you can move around to perform while you're doing the test. Pen or marker to write down where the measurements are. You'll need a data sheet. My data sheet is on my computer. You'll also need a ruler or a measurement tool that's also on my phone, and a goniometer to set up the Y balance test. That's also on my phone. So those are the tool requirements you need to perform this test. Measuring our arm length. We're gonna abduct our arm to 90 degrees, measure it from the C7 coinoid process to the last digit of the finger. That will be a measurement of your arm length. You need to record that and put it in a document. Next, after that, you're going to go into push-up position with, let's start with our non-dominant arm on the ground. So it'll be this way. And we'll be right here. To practice for the Y balance test. So you're not supposed to do any warm-ups, no warming up, so we could get the most accurate data. We're gonna put our palm of the hand on this line right here that I made. We're gonna put our palm of our hand on our index finger. Then we're gonna put our feet 12 inches apart. And then with our other hand, we're gonna move the cup to the medial side, superolateral side, and inferior lateral side. You perform those exams 3 times on each arm, our dominant and non-dominant arm. We're gonna measure by looking at the edge of the cup and measuring it, and that will be your measuring point right there. You're gonna measure from that point to the middle of the Y balance test. In this exam that could happen. Now, some factors that will help people perform good in these exams are flexibility, strength, core stability, and some things that would not help someone with this exam are previous injuries, weakness, tightness, mostly in the upper extremities. These are all factors that contribute into this upper Y balance test. This is why this test is so important. So some areas you could tell. Let's say someone's right here and they go for the infralateral side and they fall, means loss of balance, error. Or at the superlateral side, they go and they lift up their feet or their feet move. They're trying to overreach and it's an error in the exam. All these things can be tested, and we could look in these errors as some weaknesses of what people have. Maybe they're very weak or they're not balanced. In conclusion to the upper quarter Y balance test, it really summarizes the evaluation of the upper body and its balance and stability and how functional it is, to do certain movements if it comes with sports or just regular day activities. Some things I would personally like to improve this test is maybe go until failure moving the cups, or bringing the cups out as much as possible and then bringing it in as possible. I think those are some ways that we can improve the test. Some modifications I'll use with people with injuries is maybe instead of being in the push-up position, they could be on their knees to make it easier on themselves, or they could bend their arms a little bit to put less stress on the shoulder. That could help. Those are just some little things. We could also try to do it on the wall as well, so that really limits no stress on the shoulder. So those are some things. And the assessment application I have is the upper quarter Y balance test can be used for injury risk, monitor rehabilitation progress and to improve performance in training programs. And just try to be, if you're an athlete, try to be as much as lean possible. And just, that's it.